Hi everyone, I'm Ken from CryptoTradingKS and the inventor of the CTKS method and BORSOG trading. If you're new, a very warm welcome, and welcome back KS family. It's going to be a really interesting week ahead as the CPI data comes out later this week. Most of the markets across the world did really well in the last trading session, as you can see here. The big names rallied across the board. The next FOMC meeting is in approximately 24 days. Let's run the numbers. Bitcoin is currently up 0.11% to 16,957. Ethereum is up 0.44% to 1270. Analysts expect companies in the S&P 500 to report their first year-over-year decline in quarterly earnings since the height of the C-19 pandemic in 2020. Fourth quarter profits are projected to have dropped 4.1%, a sharp reversal from the more than 31% growth logged a year earlier. But it's not necessarily bad news. FactSet analysts expect the S&P 500 companies' profits to increase 4.7% in 2023, about in line with expectations from 2022. Companies in the S&P 500 are trading at around 17 times their projected earnings over the next 12 months. This is roughly in line with the 10-year average. There was record buying of put options used to protect against market falls relative to bullish call options at the end of last month. Stock valuations as measured by price to 12-month forward earnings are back down close to their long-run averages. This means a recession is less likely. However, as you can see, there's a lot of fear in the market. Why was there so much fear in the market? Because many have paralleled the current price action in the S&P 500 to what was occurring leading up to the global financial crisis. We can see that the S&P 500 is currently 38.95. It's above that very important level of 37.48. This 37.48 level would just create a higher low and is very constructive for the S&P 500, but you can see we're well and truly above that. We've got a very unique way of looking at the objective dynamic market structure across any asset class. We use the CTKS method, which is a standards-based process to reveal smart money buy and sell levels from any price chart. Looking at the S&P 500, which is currently 38.95, we can see we're coming up to a smart money sell level at 39.03. There's a strong smart money buy level at 38.85. So between 39.03 and 38.85, we could expect some bouncing around in this particular region. When we look a little bit higher, we can see the advanced upward smart money sell level at around 39.31 is quite strong, and looking down to support at 38.58. When we zoom out a little bit and look at these different SLs, they're called Stanfield levels. SLs help us to understand where price is gravitating between. Price is always magnetized to an SL either above or below the current price. You can see how very clearly the S&P 500 has been supported by these SLs, and SLs are formed from objective dynamic market structure, not recent indicative price. That means we actually mark up all of the SPX to understand its dynamics, and this is exactly what smart money does. The other thing to observe, when you have an SL level, SLs are magnetized levels. They're very important to understand. And this is where smart money steps in and buys and supports the price, or steps in and sells and reduces the price down. When we're looking at the current price action in the SPX, it would be more than reasonable to come back to gather momentum at either the 38.85 level or the 38.58 level to come up to challenge this 39.31 level. You can see these kind of waves all the time. When price seeks to break out and get above a very heavy smart money sell level, it often has to gather its own momentum to be able to push upwards. If you would like to be able to create these smart money buy and sell levels and join the 5% who know and leave the 95% who guess behind, simply pop across to www.ctksmethod.org. Smart money looks at a lot of charts because they know for every chart they are actually looking at, there's about 20 charts that impact that chart. For example, the move up in the SPX will be very dependent on what the DXY does. We can see that the DXY could not crash through these smart money sell levels at 105.593 up to 105.722. What did it actually do? It's come down and found support at this raft of smart money buy levels between 103.852 and 103.774. The DXY is currently 103.911. Or should that be 911? If we see a bounce in the DXY, it could lead to negative pressure on the markets. This is something that you must bear in mind. A lot of people, when they get into financial markets, they want certainty. Certainty doesn't exist. If it does, the return doesn't exist. You don't need certainty, you just need a strategy to profit from uncertainty, and that strategy is always knowledge. We know that you control the trader investment, but the market controls the return, and that's based on your active learning, your knowledge and your courage, and the market penalizes blame and gambling. What we do each and every day is we put our daily three-dimensional risk management code together. It's really interesting to see that you'll see in any particular day, people will put different things in the top section of this. This is the market section. The market may be neutral, which means it's approximately flat. It may be up a little, it may be down a little, but it's pretty much neutral. You don't have to be so strict with your definitions as to what constitutes up or down. But the concept is everybody's view of the market is dependent on when they look at the market and from what country. Time zones do make a difference. The crypto market is currently up, so we would put a U just in here for the market, what it's doing right now. And then we anticipate through the stacking of probabilities where the market could go in the next 24 hours. And we ascribe a specific percentage to that according to our best understanding of stacking probabilities. Then we look at our portfolio and we try to understand what will the portfolio do if the market moves in that direction. Lastly, how synchronized in with the market do we feel? Why is this important? Because the market always transfers money from the desynchronized to the synchronized. You have to look at a lot of charts to get synchronized in with the market. An important rule that we need to keep in mind all the time in the crypto market, Rule 45, no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. That means your beloved alt is impacted by Bitcoin. What Bitcoin does, if it goes up, pretty much your beloved alt will go up. If it goes down, your beloved alt will go down. Long-time viewers of the channel, they absolutely know this, but if you're just joining us, a very big welcome, and I'll prove it to you as we go through. Before we get into Bitcoin, let's have a look at what the longs and the shorts are doing. The shorts have been coming out of the market, and this shaded area is the weekend. This is Saturday and this is Sunday. So the shorts not having a good weekend at the current time. The shorts were expecting the market to come down, and they've been vastly disappointed and also liquidated. Inside our global family, we've got a saying, friends don't let friends leverage trade, because friends don't want their friends to get wiped out financially. Let's have a look. Across the past 24 hours, there's been 53.17 million in total liquidations across 28,596 positions. That's not bad for a weekend, actually. And when we look at the past 24 hours, total liquidations, about 79% short. What about the past 12 hours? About 84% short. What about the past 4 hours? About, 83% short. What about the past hour? 79% short. The shorts have been getting a bit of a whacking across the weekend. The shorts and the longs are always liquidating each other, and we can always see there's no short liquidation without some long liquidation at some point, and vice versa. But we can certainly see more shorts are getting liquidated than longs at the current time. Yesterday, when we looked at Bitcoin, we're observing these two smart money buy levels at 16,889 and 16,812. These SLs or Stanfield levels are really important because price will be magnetized towards them. We said that this was basically sort of an amber region. I just can't tell very much either way, one side or the other. But when we get a movement, a sustained movement across 17,000, that's a very positive sign. But if we get a pullback under 16,900-ish, that is also a positive move because we know price is always moving in a wave. It's always coming up and down and up and down and up and down. So the thing to remember, and this is a really important thing to remember, is that when price comes down, it's not necessarily the end of the world. It doesn't mean the price is going to continue to fall. It could just be literally just pulling back to gain strength for its next life rally. We can definitely see at the current time all the short liquidations have been boosting Bitcoin's price up. Always keep in your mind, price is always moving in a wave. Looking forward for the next day, we can see that it's just basic between 16,900 and 17,000. That range is fairly neutral. If it goes there, it's just going flat. Above 17,000 to 17,100 is positive, but there's a bit of overhead resistance above 17,100 at the moment. And if we get a retracement back to around 16,800, that's actually not a particularly bad problem at all. But if it starts to keep on going below 16,800, that's when we have to have our risk management kicking in. The greatest gainers over the past 24 hours, top 100, LDO, OP, The Graph, ZIL, SAN, FXS, Mana, and Ape. The greatest losers in the top 100, GMX, CRO, OKB, Trust Wallet, Nexo, Quant, XRP, and GUSD. We're starting to see minor stable flow market capitalization increases. This is a really good sign. We want to see more of this. Masterclass students, you get my live chart in TM14 and TM15. Let's have a look at the top 8 cryptos. The first one we always look at is Bitcoin. We want to understand the directional correlation, the directional movement of Bitcoin compared to the alts. Because we've said no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. So let's prove it out. What about Ethereum? When Bitcoin went up, what did Ethereum do? It went up. And you can see Bitcoin is overlaid here in blue. You can see Ethereum and Bitcoin move very much together. This is Tether and Circle, two stablecoins, and BUSD, another stablecoin. What about Binance Coin, BNB? BNB is moving in directional correlation with Bitcoin, but showing a lot more strength. Bitcoin is up 2.3%, Ethereum up 5.63%, but BNB up 9.27%. XRP is still showing a degree of weakness, down 0.73%, and ADA, well done Charles, up 14.45%. Looking at the next 8, we can see that directional correlation between what Bitcoin does and what Doge does. And we can see Doge is up 1% over the same period of time that we were comparing in that last 8 charts. And we can see Matic up 5.11%. But you can see this directional correlation playing out. It's very important to keep your eye on that. You can see the DAI stablecoin, and stablecoins are not really stable, and they never have been. Let's have a look at Litecoin. Litecoin following the directional play of Bitcoin, up 8.22%. DOT also following Bitcoin's directional gravitational alignment, up 6.86%. Solana just calming down at the moment, but still up 23.26%. Tron actually coming down. It's down, well, 4%, nearly 4%. SHIB is up nearly 5%. But you can see it suffered a little bit of weakness through this particular area where Bitcoin was just going flat. SHIB decided to go down and now it's decided to go up. But it's always following Bitcoin's gravitational alignment. And following doesn't mean exactly following. There are variations, and that's what we look for as professionals. Why don't we go a bit deeper? Let's have a look at Uni. Uni is up 4.13%. AVAX 9.94% over the same period of time. Atom up 8.11%, just putting in a really good rally just at the current time. What about Link? Up 2.56%. XLM, Stellar, up 4.51%. And look at LDO. LDO has just smashed its way into these top crypto projects. It's up 76.8%. And what about Ape? Ape is up 12.53% and Algo 8.67%. And many thanks to Planet Pro. CTKS Method 2.0 is a game changer. I know exactly where to buy and sell. Guessing is out the window. I have way more confidence and now need to focus on getting in sync with the market. Highly recommend the CTKS Method 2.0. Thank you, my friend. As well as getting the right levels, it's important, incredibly important, that you master emotional control. That's rule 734. A lack of emotional control is the foundation of Zone 1 and Zone 2. People literally cannot control their emotional states in those zones, and they are quickly spurred into anger. In Zone 3 and Zone 4, we actually deal with probabilities and not certainty. And we have a strategy to deal with uncertainty, and it's all about acquiring as much knowledge as you can. In Zone 3 and Zone 4, but especially in Zone 4, we actually master fear with courage. One of the most courageous things that you can ever do is to have gratitude. Why is that? Because gratitude removes fear and anger. If you focus on what you do have in life, you'll go much, much better, because life is all about enjoying what you do have and then striving just for what you don't have, but not getting hung up about it. We have an incredible global family, and we do daily positive affirmations for abundance, financial success, and happiness. We know that all results come from the mind, and a better mind creates better outcomes. That's why we have the CTKS Creed, which is, I know the universe wants me to succeed. Every day I show kindness, integrity, and gratitude. I know opportunities in life reset daily. I am worthy. I go slow to go fast. I start small and scale with BORSOG. Life pullbacks give me the strength for the next life rally. I am dedicated and committed. I win or learn and never blame. And I never let a problem beat me because I solve it with positive excellence. Thank you for being part of our global family. We're all dedicated to Zone 3 and Zone 4 thinking. Because what's the point of having success and abundance if you're not happy? If you have friends or family who could benefit from positive excellence and what we do here each and every day, please introduce them to our community by sharing a video. We'd love to see them here. We have one of the best communities on YouTube. Stay safe out there, my friends. Take care and see you tomorrow. Bye for now.